was, I got to take this because that last segment with Pat and the cheerleaders, we were all in here just tearing up. And that's all your what's so wonderful about live television. Things happen, they're spontaneous, and it was a very emotional time. But we're segueing into a fun time because going on this weekend around Dallas-Fort Worth, there's a lot to do. So here to break down all the great happenings is D Magazine's arts editor Peter Simic. Welcome back, Peter. Bring our mood up.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, lots going on this weekend. What's your favorite to do?
Well, favorite to do. I mean, one thing that you need to catch. I don't know if you've gone to the Dallas Theater Center's Red production yet. It's a play, and what's cool is the Wiley Theater is known for being this place that's very flexible, and they always change it up. And no matter what you see there, it's going to be a different kind of setting. This one they're doing in the rehearsal space, and it's a play about the painter Mark Rothko. And basically, the whole thing is like dressed up like a studio. So it's like you sit in the studio and you get this real intense drama. It's very interesting.
It's like you're in the studio.
You're in the studio. The actors are kind of creating a work during it. And it's about life. It's about art. But it's also just kind of intense personal drama between Rothko, fictionalized Rothko, and his assistant. It's only on for a few more weeks, so if you haven't seen that yet, definitely.
And so you really like it.
Yeah, it was very,
that's
very
great.
good.
What else?
Oh, man, there's a lot going on. Let's see. I mean, for kids, there's the North Texas Irish Festival this weekend, which is always fun.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Great music, great food. But, you know, there's a lot of, like, kind of Renaissance fair light stuff. I mean, my kids were fascinated by the sword baker out there one year, and they have horses. And you know,
this
it's great
is
to
North
see
Texas
it's at
on
Fair
the
Park.
camp wait a minute.
The Irish
it's not
Festival.
North Texas School, but college,
No. It's the
university.
North Texas Irish Festival.
Oh.
Happens every year. I forget how many years, but it's been going on for a while at Fair Park. And it's great when Fair Park has a big event like that.
Yeah, it really is. And Ireland celebrates everything.
Oh, yeah.
So that is fun. That is good.
Good times.
And then something happening at Amon Carter.
Oh, yeah, there's a good number of art shows. The Amon Carter is a new exhibition called Big Pictures. It's basically a retrospective of some of their photography holdings, but large format photos. So basically, the curatorial idea is that they're huge pictures, and that's been popular in last decade or so to do these very large photos. But
I love
it
that.
goes
Like
all the way
our
back to
set.
the 19th century and talks about some of these early photographers who were experimenting with doing these large format photos. So there's everything from Ansel Adams to more contemporary work.
Oh, that would be terrific to see Ansel Adams in that capacity.
Yeah, and that's one of the Carter
like
strengths.
Well, our set is like that, and that process, you know, of how they get them to be so big and how they reproduce it is fascinating.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, and then what else?
Oh, there's some music stuff. I don't know if you guys have been out to the Kessler Theater yet in Oak Cliff, since we're talking about Sunset.
Yes.
There's a bunch, I mean, the Kessler Theater is just a gem as a music venue, and Alexandro Escovedo is a kind of legendary Austin singer-songwriter. He came out of the punk scene in the early 80s. Has a long-standing career, and for this kind of intimate concert with a singer-songwriter, that it doesn't beat the Kessler. It's very small, amazing acoustics.
That is my favorite thing to do, by the way. Singer-songwriters, small groups. What is it, $20 for a ticket?
Something around there.
And so or do they have a large capacity, or
No,
is it
that's
just
what's
very
so great.
tiny?
I mean, the Kessler has been open for about 2 years, and they get some of the biggest names, especially in alt country and folk and that kind of Americana scene. They get these huge names. They put them in a room that is very intimate. It's an old movie theater that was destroyed in the 50s by the Oak Cliff tornado. But what happens? They have this balcony, and they have these little tables, and you sit up, and it's just, and they really engineered the room to sound perfect for this kind of music.
It's the intimacy.
Yes,
exactly.
that makes it.
It makes you part of the music. So for more events and things
wait,
to do.
Before we go, can we also talk about the Beauty Live event really quickly going on at the Galleria?
Oh, yes.
And Pat's going to be there.
I thought we were going to talk about that later, but that's great.
Well, we probably were, and then we're talking about it twice. But it's another fun thing to do this weekend.
Yeah, okay, don't miss that. We will elaborate on that because there's a lot to do in Dallas and Fort Worth. So log on to dmagazine.com.